Hello boys and girls, how you all keeping? It's Mr. Davis here, and today I'm going to do a drawing lesson with you all, and I'm going to focus on cartooning. Now when we draw cartoons, the picture is not meant to look like the real thing, but obviously you know exactly what it is by looking at it. So it's sort of a cartoonish version. So the whole secret to cartoons is using 2D shape. This is how I started off when I was a little boy. So you can watch this video, you can join in if you like. I'll be working quite fast, so maybe you can pause it at parts if you want to catch up, and you can also maybe take screenshots to help you along the way. So it's spring, and one of the things that I've been noticing is all the bird song in our gardens around us and in the outdoors. So I thought that I would start by doing a picture today of a bird. So remember what I told you, boys and girls, the secret is to 2D shape. So I'm going to start with a small marker, and I'm going to do an outline. And remember, you can follow me as I'm doing this, and eventually you'll see how we build it into a cartoon. So it's actually quite simple. There's no great secret to drawing cartoons. So here we go. I'm going to start off with a circle. And to that, I'm going to add a large oval. Now, on top of that, so we've got our circle here, we've got our oval here, and hopefully already you can see the makings of a head and the bird's body. So I'm going to add in two sort of, not quite triangles, but almost, you could call it a shark's fin. And let's do another one up here. I see how I'm going to join it just to the head. I'm going to stop there. Now, down at the bottom, I'm going to do some little kind of crooked rectangles like that. Now, boys and girls, hopefully you're starting to make out the image of a bird here. As I said to you earlier on, I've been hearing the birds singing lots lately, and I wonder, do birds have ears? Of course they do. They wouldn't sing otherwise. Lots of people comment about bird song. It's not for humans. Birds sing to each other to attract one another, or to warn people away from or other birds away from their territory. So birds actually do have ears. They're just not sticky out ones like ours. They're hidden within their feathers. So, by the way, that's one of the things that makes a bird a bird. They're the only creature on earth that have feathers. Let's keep going. Right, so we've got the makings of our bird. I'm actually going to add in a little bit more with my smaller marker. I'm going to add two big circles up here, the eyes, and I'm going to also add in another one of those kind of shark fins here, which will turn into a beak. Right, we've got our rudimentary bird. Now, let's add in some details. So I'm going to focus on the eyes for a moment. So boys and girls, kind of a secret of cartoon is the larger you make the eyes, the kind of cuter you make the animal or the creature or the person or whatever you're drawing. So I'm going to use some pupils. I'm going to add in some eyelashes for the crack. And let's focus now. I'm going to go down to the beak part, and we're going to tease that out of it. So I'm going to bring it up into a curve, so it's almost like a smile. And I'm going to start down here at the base, bring it around and join it up. Now, yes, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to focus on the head. Remember, we're not going to put in ears because birds don't have sticky out ears, but I'm just kind of going to try and give that sort of feathered look. So you can just mess around with your marker, and remember, there's no mistakes in drawing. You're learning all the time. And I'm going to give this bird a bit of a quiff on its head, so go like this. Cool. Right, let's move on to the body. Now I'm going to kind of bring it on. I'm going to try and keep that sort of feathered idea. This bird could be a fledgling. It looks like it's about to take off from the nest. It has its arms up as if it's flapping and practicing its flight patterns. So I'm going to go up to those now and add in a little feathered detail. Bring that round. Now if you're doing this at home, it might be a good idea to all these sort of 2D shapes that we began with, you could maybe do those in pencil and then rub it out afterwards if you don't want them interfering with your finished picture. Put them back up to this wing as well, I don't mind. And I'm putting in that kind of feathered look as well. Might give this kind of roly-poly bird a bit of a kind of tummy pattern. And for good measure, I'm just going to stick in a kind of a forked tail like this. Right, now let's move on down to the feet. Going to just develop them out a little bit. A little bit of detail, it's a little bit like the kind of marks you see on your knuckles. Now, not bad. So boys and girls, there you go, you have a bird. Now, it looks like it's floating in the middle of outer space. So one of the things that I would always try and include when I'm doing a cartoon is a little bit of a background, just to kind of give it context. So I see this bird is in a seated position, obviously. So I'm going to just very simply pull out a line from its feet. I'm going to turn that into a branch. And it looks a bit soulless, so we'll kind of give it a little bit of detail with scribblies to give us just a bit of, make it look a bit more bark-like. And there we go. Do like clouds in the sky, the background, and yeah, there we go. I'm very happy. There we've got our bird. Now, if you want to try this at home, boys and girls, I'd be delighted to see what you come up with. Obviously, there's lots of things you can change. You don't have to copy exactly. If you want to copy exactly to start off and to get practice, that'd be perfect as well. Don't forget, baby drawing can look a lot better if you add in some colours. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time colouring it now, but it's up to you exactly what way you'd like to colour your spring bird. I would be delighted if you were able to take a photograph of your work and maybe post it on your teacher's online learning platform, on the SMGS Facebook page, or perhaps you could even email it to your teacher. We'd be delighted to see it. So listen, boys and girls, have some fun, practice it, and have a great day, okay? Try it out. Talk soon.